Good morning and welcome back. Today we're working on this little go-kart that I picked up a couple of days ago. Now it looks like it's got a brand new motor on it and it's in pretty good shape head to toe. It looks pretty good, but it's got a few little wonky things that we need to get straightened out. So let's get to work.
Ready to go.
Okay, we're going to start off by unbolting the motor. And I haven't heard this motor run yet, so there's no saying it's actually a good motor. But we're going to cross our fingers, because if the motor's no good, we're in the hole. And there you go, we got our clutch off. The kid's heart was in the right place. He was just too young and didn't really have the experience to know what to get. Now, if you look, you can see the difference in the tooth pattern between the two clutches. This is the one that's going on. This is the one that came off. Got to use the clutch that matches your chain, or matches your other sprocket anyway. There we go. And you can see we're going to need a little bit of a bushing here because the chain doesn't quite line up correctly. And we're doing this before we put everything back together. It's what you would call a test fit. The bolts are at the side of their bolts as far as they'll go. And the clutch really wants to be right about there. You can see, looking at it, just eyeing it, that these aren't lined up correctly. The clutch wants to be out here. So what I need to do is find about a 1/2-inch spacer to put on the axle here so the clutch sits in the correct position. Okay, I looked in my box of washers and found this. And that might just be exactly what we're looking for. Let's get her back on, have a look. Let's get her in the bolt lineup. And we've still got bolts hanging down. That looks pretty good. We're lined up pretty close. And if you're 99% close, the chain won't jump off all over the place. And this also uses a big fat chain, so it's even less of a problem. Okay, now that we've got the motor in an adjustable position, and I cut the chain down to the right length, let's go like this. We'll run it around. We're going to attach the chain first and attach the motor second. That way we can attach and adjust at the same time. And there we go. And we can use a tie strap to hold the chain together if it doesn't fit easily, but a 420 chain is usually pretty easy peasy. It's the littler chains, the 35s and whatnot. Those things can wear you out. Put the master holder in place. Click her in. She clicked in a little too easy for my taste. I'm going to check the bend on this. It's clicking in just a little easier than it should. Okay, I rebent it just a touch, so it should be a little bit more difficult to put on now. And if you hit one that's going on way too easy, it clicks in too easy. Even though chains are a pain in the neck, you still have to double check it and make sure that it doesn't come off easily. Okay, yeah, that one's nice and tight now. So, and our adjustment will allow us to tighten the chain up nicely. Of course, that's not it right there. And you can see the static we're getting, so we'll adjust away from that. There you go. So after a little bit of hammering and banging, we got the engine in place and everything runs nice and smooth. Chains all lined up perfect, sprockets are lined up, all that. So next up, because it looks like a new motor, we're going to go to the engine oil. Now with the Predator motor, the golden rule of engine oil is if you can't see it, it's not enough. Okay, looks big on the stick, and the Go Kart's nice and flat. If you look in here, I don't know if you can see it, let me tip you some. If you look inside it, you can see the engine oil is coming clear up to the top edge. And that's a beautiful thing. So now the only thing we have left to do is put it on the ground. We'll put it most of the way on the ground. We're going to keep it on the lift so that the wheels can spin. So now we tested it out to see if everything's rotating well and if she moves and if she stops. But we're not quite ready to do that yet because it's still dark outside. We're waiting for the sun to come up. The camera's giving it a lot more credit than it actually is. It's currently about 6:30 in the morning. Okay, I went and found a bolt for the clutch, and we went through it head to toe to make sure nothing looks too terribly dangerous. So she's ready to run. Let's take her out and see what we've got. Now notice it's got a live axle, but this wheel's running a bearing, so only it's going to be one-wheel drive when we run it. You could probably see it was skittering all over the place. That's because I couldn't hit the gas. I don't know what the top end is on it, but I'm going to guess probably about 40 miles an hour, which is more than you want to go in a cart that little. So all you new people out there, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It's free and it's what we work for. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.